right, raise your hand if you want to do another push-through cabinet that has a removable back. So we're definitely on a run. Indio Solar, Carousel, all these signs here. It's kind of funny. Now that's pretty much all we're doing. So this is going to be a little bit of both. Plus, we got to go. You have about 2 hours to build this cabinet. Customers in the lobby waiting. The usual. Signs while you wait. But again, nothing crazy. Just want to point out a few things. So with that being said, let's get after it. So you got all 090 construction on this one. I know we're trying to make things light, but for this, we're just going to, it's not that big. It's going to be easier if this is 09. So you have your face, your two sides, and then you have your backer piece. And then look for this little nugget. That's going to be where the keystone, that's where power goes. We're going to do 063 on the back. This is kind of similar to those cabinets for the chevrons, the Indio chevrons, kind of like that, where the backer is sort of the white. You got your 1/8 inch clear Tough-Ac, and go ahead and get these. These are 1/2 inch pushies. Get those to first shop. And gravity cleats. So for Jose, I made this like you can, this is just for reference only, non-route, but it kind of shows this line here, shows where I kind of want the bevel to start. This right here will be where you put your 90-degree V-bit. That's the center line. So hopefully we can get that 45 for the cleats. So this is just like we did for Jim's project right now. So one goes to the sign and a couple of little bumpers, and then we'll give them a big wall bracket. So this is a gravity cleat mount. So this project supposedly is for a display wall at like a conference. That's why we have to do it so quickly. So the whole idea is that the gravity cleats in green will be on the sign, and then the gravity cleat on the wall. And then we're going to have about a 1/4 inch float. So the whole thing's kind of recessed in a little bit. So I was kind of like, ooh, how'd they do that? And it will be a cord connected sign. So I brought that in, got McMaster on it. And what will be good for this, though, I think, is as we all know, class, raise your hand. What % of cord connected signs need to be continuity tested for ground? Yes, 100%. You there in the front. You're right. 100%. So this means that since we're going to do a cord connected sign, we want to make sure that this connects well for ground. And then I think what we want to do is document the test. So maybe somebody film. It'd be great to be able to say, hey, look, we did a cord connected sign. This is how we do it. Here's our documented proof that we did it. We can mark it in the book. Yay. We don't do cord connected sign very often. So this will be a good chance to show that we did that. So what I'm seeing is, you guys have already been doing this. You keep it loose. You put the face and then you jam the back in. The back is going to be inset that much. It's a 1/4 inch in. What I'm thinking, though, is that you're going to get these side pieces. Yeah, side piece. You're going to get those side pieces done. And I would suggest maybe attaching these to this first. Go ahead and Lords and Cleco that. Well, once you pop Lords, get ready to go. But I would Lords this and Cleco that on. That way, this thing is waiting for this part. Then you can just go ahead and Lords everything you need to Lords, but you can Lords right here. And then you can sort of open the C channel and kind of wrap it and set it down over that. I think it'd be easier once the sides are already on over here. And then once you get that all taken care of, it's just a matter of sending it out to paint. Oh yeah, you just want to tack this guy in. Might not even want to tack it on the bottom. You just want to do a couple of tacks and make sure that way we got continuity of ground to the metal. And then yeah, maybe do the bottom too. Just a quick tack just to get continuity of all dead metal. And then, like I said, once you get this in there, go ahead and do a test on that and go ahead and document that. For the gravity cleat, since the routing will be done on this side, you'll have to hand countersink like an animal. You'll have to countersink for number 10s on the other side. So that way, all of these need to be flush flat screws. So that way they go up against the wall. Same thing here. Let's go ahead and countersink those in real good and then do countersink there. Now, when you go to assemble this, it's not ideal, but hopefully we don't have to get in there ever again. So you're going to have to put the LEDs on the backer, right? And then you're going to have to, let's see. Oh, I just noticed I want some structure for that, but it looks like we're going to have to actually cut that out or figure out how to get the LEDs around that. Yeah, looks like we're going to have to cut that or just made a little notch or something. Yeah, bummer. Because I thought maybe we could try to get some structure here, but I think we'll be okay. You might have to just chop these out. Anyway, we'll call them temporary just to hold this together. I meant to do that. But once this thing's all Lords together, yeah, I think we're going to have to chop those out. Anyway, I see that right now. So what we're going to do is get this guy in there, put the leash through this hole, get it locked down here, and then slide this onto the backer. And then you're going to go ahead and do the number 10s around the perimeter. But then when you go to put the gravity cleats, I wanted the gravity cleats to actually grab the frame. So the framing supports the sign, and that way it's not reliant upon this 063 flimsy to hold all this up. Because if I just had the gravity cleats attached to this, then we'd be relying on the screws around and it'd be kind of floppy. So I wanted this thing to be nice and strong and nice and secure. But it does mean, unfortunately, that if you do have to do some service, you might have to take the backer off, but you have to take the gravity cleats off, whatever. So hopefully we don't have to do that. But it is going to be one big sandwich. So get this guy threaded in, get it wired, bring this on, frap this down all the way to the perimeter, and then put your gravity cleats on, and that's a big sandwich, and it's going to sandwich that down. But yeah, I just realized I kind of added these at the end thinking we need strength, but I realized, yes, it's going to be right in the way of the LEDs, so might have to chop those out. Anyway, otherwise, I think we're good. I think you see what's up. Of course, I'm always available for questions, so if you have any questions, hit me up.
Check the technique. Check the technique. See if